The P mode of operation of magnetron signifies that the phase difference between adjacent anode poles is P radians. B. The phase difference between adjacent anode poles is a multiple of P radians. C. The total phase shift around the periphery is P radians. D. None of the above. The correct answer is the phase difference between adjacent anode poles is P radians. Consider the following statements. L is the length of array between centers of end antennas and A is wavelength. A1, 2 and 3. B1 and 2 only. C1 only. D1 and 3 only. The correct answer is 1 and 3 only. The electrical requirement on wall thickness of rectangular waveguide is A. Wall thickness is more than skin depth. B. Wall thickness is less than skin depth. C. Wall thickness is equal to skin depth. D. Either B or C. The correct answer is wall thickness is more than skin depth. If a microstrip is enclosed in a metal enclosure, the radiation losses are increased. B. The radiation losses are reduced RL. C. The capacitance becomes 0. D. The inductance becomes 0. The correct answer is the radiation losses are reduced RL. In the given figure, power meters at A and B indicate 1 megawatt and 110 watts respectively. VSWR of line is A 1.5, B 2, C 2.5, D 3. The correct answer is 2. As frequency is increased, the skin effect A increases, B decreases, C remains the same. D. Either B or C. The correct answer is increases. In a rectangular waveguide, there is 1/2 wave variation of electric field across the narrow dimension and 2/2 wave variations of electric field across wider dimension. The dominant mode is A. Trademark 12, B. TE 13, C. TE 21, D. Trademark 25. The correct answer is TE 21. VTM stands for voltage tunable magnetron. A. True, B. False, C. D. The correct answer is true. Which of the following is used in integrated circuits? A. Microstrip line, B. Coaxial line, C. Twin wire line, D. Shield cable. The correct answer is microstrip line. Which of the following is a balanced line? A. Coaxial line, B. Strip line, C. Microstrip line, D. TV twin lead. The correct answer is TV twin lead. A line of characteristic impedance 400 is terminated by a resistance of 400. The reflected quantities are A. 0, B. equal to incident quantities, C. half the incident quantities, D. double the incident quantities. The correct answer is 0. A magic T is to be used as CW duplexer. Then port 1, port 2, port 3 E arm, port 4 H arm respectively should be connected to A. matched load antenna receiver and CW transmitter, B. CW transmitter antenna receiver and matched load, C. CW transmitter receiver antenna and matched load, D. CW transmitter matched load receiver and antenna. The correct answer is matched load antenna receiver and CW transmitter. Waveguides are pressurized above normal atmospheric pressure for A. increasing the power handling capacity, B. improving conductivity of walls, C. preventing higher modes from propagation, D. varying the wave impedance. The correct answer is increasing the power handling capacity. In microwave detector used in laboratory measurements of relative power levels, standing wave ratio is about A. 0.1, B. 1.25, C. 5, D 10. The correct answer is 1.25. Microwaves. A. Get reflected by ionosphere. B. Are absorbed by ionosphere. C. Are neither reflected nor absorbed by ionosphere. D. Are both reflected and absorbed by ionosphere. The correct answer is are neither reflected nor absorbed by ionosphere. In microstrip line has dielectric material most commonly used is A. Silicon, B. Rubber, C. Plastic, D. Bakelite. The correct answer is silicon. In fiber optics the use is made of thin glass fibers for efficient transmission of light. A. True, B. False, C. D. The correct answer is true. Fields are said to be circularly polarized if A. Their magnitudes are equal, B. Their magnitudes are equal and they differ in phase by 90, C. Their magnitudes are unequal and they differ in phase 90, D. Their magnitudes are unequal and they are in phase. The correct answer is their magnitudes are equal and they differ in phase by 90. Which mode is called dominant mode in rectangular waveguide? A. TE01, B. TE11, C. TE10, D. TE20. The correct answer is TE10. In a TWT the loss in attenuator is A. Almost equal to forward gain of tube, B. Much less than forward gain of tube, C. Much higher than forward gain of tube, D. Almost infinite. The correct answer is almost equal to forward gain of tube. To study electromagnetic radiations from astronomical objects radio astronomers use A. Low frequencies, B. Medium frequencies, C. Microwaves, D. Either A or B. The correct answer is microwaves. Radar receiver has high sensitivity and low noise figure. A. True, B. False, C. D. The correct answer is true. For a waveguide which of the following statements is wrong? A. It is usually made of brass or aluminium. B. It is usually rectangular or circular in shape. C. The dielectric region is usually air. D. The wall thickness is very small as compared to skin depth. The correct answer is the wall thickness is very small as compared to skin depth. A transmission line discontinuity is defined as any interruption in the uniformity of the line. A. True, B. False, C. D. The correct answer is true. Interference generated by electrical equipment and automobile ignition systems when observed close to Earth is A. Horizontally polarized, B. Vertically polarized, C. Polarized both horizontally, D. Not polarized. The correct answer is vertically polarized. The earliest uses of electromagnetic waves were A. Point-to-point communication, B. Radar, C. Both A and B, D. Neither A nor B. The correct answer is both A and B. At millimeter wavelength the favored mode in circular waveguide is A. TE01, B. TE11, C. TE20, D. TE21. The correct answer is TE01. In laboratory experiment the output from reflex klystron is moderated by square wave because A. It is easy to generate a square wave, B. Crystal diode operates in square law region of IV characteristics, C. It prevents frequency modulation, D. Detector circuit is less complicated. The correct answer is crystal diode operates in square law region of IV characteristics. Klystron amplifier is not used to amplify very weak microwave signals due to A. Low gain for weak signals, B. Low noise for weak signals, C. High noise, D. Both A and B. The correct answer is high noise. Which of the following modes in circular waveguides are circularly symmetric? A. TE01, B. TE02, C. Both A and B, D. Neither A nor B. The correct answer is both A and B. Which of the following lines behaves as infinite line? A. A line terminated in inductance, B. A line terminated in capacitance, C. A short line, D. A line terminated in Z0. The correct answer is a line terminated in Z0. A rectangular waveguide has two stubs each length connected at the source end. The stubs are short-circuited. Then, the longitudinal current is power current and current in stubs is reactive. B. The longitudinal current is reactive current and current in stubs is power current. C. Both power and reactive exists in both longitudinal direction and stubs. D. The current in stubs is zero. The correct answer is the longitudinal current is power current and current in stubs is reactive. Performance of a pin diode switch is represented by A. Insertion loss when switch is off, B. Insertion loss when switch is on, C. Insertion loss when switch is on and isolation loss when switch is off, D. Insertion loss when switch is off and isolation loss when switch is on. The correct answer is insertion loss when switch is on and isolation loss when switch is off. A circular waveguide has an infinite set of TE and trademark modes. A. True, B. False, C. D. The correct answer is true. In TE and trademark modes of rectangular waveguides having propagation in Z direction, A. Ez and Hz are both 0. B. In TE mode Ez is 0 and in trademark mode Hz is 0. C. In TE mode Hz is 0 and in trademark mode Ez is 0. D. In both TE and trademark modes both Ez and Hz are non-zero. The correct answer is in TE mode Ez is 0 and in trademark mode Hz is 0. Which of the following are true for magic T in the given figure? Select the answer as per given codes. A. 1, 2 and 3. B. 1, 2 and 4. C. 2, 3 and 4. D. 1, 3 and 4. The correct answer is 2, 3 and 4. The manufacturing technique used to manufacture strip-type transmission line is A. Photoetching technique, B. Oxidation technique, C. Cladding, D. epitaxial. The correct answer is photoetching technique. An electromagnetic wave can be completely guided by a dielectric rod or slab. A. True, B. False, C. D. The correct answer is true. Most electromagnetic transmission in rectangular waveguide uses A. TE10 mode, B. TE01 mode, C. TE20 mode, D. TE11 mode. The correct answer is TE10 mode. Loading of a line means A. Increasing inductance of line, B. Increasing distributed inductance of line, C. Decreasing distributed inductance of line, D. Decreasing inductance of line. The correct answer is increasing distributed inductance of line. The frequency of oscillations obtained from a reflex klystron depends mainly on A. Resonant frequency of cavity, B. Repeller voltage, C. Voltage of focusing electrode, D. Characteristics of cathode. The correct answer is resonant frequency of cavity. The main advantage of TWT over klystron is A. Higher bandwidth, B. Higher gain, C. Higher frequency, D. Higher output. The correct answer is higher bandwidth. In a TWT, the phase velocity of the axial component of the field on the slow wave structure is kept A equal to velocity of electron, B slightly less than velocity of electron, C slightly more than velocity of electron, D equal to velocity of light in free space. The correct answer is equal to velocity of electron. When a wave reaches an open circuit, the voltage at termination is doubled the incident voltage. B. The current at termination is doubled the incident voltage. C. The voltage at termination is 0. D. Both V and I at termination are doubled the incident voltage and current. The correct answer is the voltage at termination is doubled the incident voltage. Consider the following statements. A1 and 2 only. B1, 2 and 3 only. C2 and 3 only. D all. The correct answer is 1, 2 and 3 only. Directive gain of elementary doublet is A 100, B 10, C 1.5, D 0.5. The correct answer is 1.5.